It certainly is, and it's going on all over the world for a long time. And as long as we don't say anything, it's going to continue. It's like the story of the pastor, I think it was Wurmbrunn in Germany during the war. And, first they took away the Jews, and then they took away the Catholics, and then they took away the dissidents and so on and so forth. And then they came for me. And it's the same thing. It's incumbent upon us who understand, no matter how frustrating it is, to let the public know things that they don't know that they should know. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. I mean, who do you know that's 74 years old, like I am, who does 30 hours of programming a week and publishes 2 publications? I want to help people. I want people to know. And that's what Alex is all about. And if all of you people out there who are listening, take this knowledge and please spread it no matter how many times you reject it.
Well, people aren't rejecting it as much anymore, and that's why I beg the listeners, get Follow the Republic, this film. And I'm asking all our supporters and other websites, write reviews of it, support it. We just want to get this out. We want to save the Republic. Let's talk to Hannibal in New York. Hannibal, thanks for holding. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good.
I want to say thank you for all you're doing, and thank you for some advice you gave me last year about dumping people who give me a hard time about what I'm telling them. It's worked out fine.
Yeah, move on. If somebody wants to laugh at you and wants to drink fluoride water and take mercury shots, say, hey, I warned you. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I moved on. Next, a couple of them came back to me, like, how'd you know all this stuff? I'm like, Alex Jones. I got a few friends listening to you. I have a video that I think you might find interesting. I named it NYPD openly violates my rights. And they actually say and use the Patriot Act to detain me for taking pictures at the UN in Midtown.
You got thousands of tourists out there every hour. My guy's been harassed. Rob Jacobson has shot video at the UN 3 times for my films. And every time cops come over and go, you're not allowed to have a tripod. Get across the street. And now you're not allowed to even have a little camera, punk. What do you think this is? The land of the free, home of the brave? Exactly. It's the land of take your shot and have a heart attack.
Yeah, I was stating my Constitution and what my rights are.
Constitution.
You sound just like
You got a right to me to kick your teeth in, punk.
Yeah, and the lady's like,
what do you think this is? Some kind of free country? I'll learn you little constitutional rat. You traitor.
Yeah,
we're a country of abortions and disease and drug dealers. We're a country of the mafia now.
Pretty much. And they didn't tell me what law I was being detained under. They just kept saying the Patriot Act. For taking pictures across the street of the UN, and actually of some officers
you don't do that.
Had some M16s.
You might be as a terrorist. Send us the video. We'll post it. Good to hear from you, Hannibal. Terry in Canada, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, buddy. You're on the air with Bob Chapman. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for taking my call. Sorry if I sound a little worked up today, but just letting you know, my girlfriend actually just got threatened with her job today for the H1 swine flu vaccine.
Oh, yeah. They're forcibly injecting kids at schools everywhere. Even if the parents say no, they're threatening to fire everybody. Again, it's just total mafia.
They're starting to do that with me at my job. I'm a federal peace officer here. And nonstop, I'm spreading your word. And I'm so worked up about this. Like, she's been upset about this. We don't know what to do. I called lawyer after lawyer in the phone book.
So are you customs or are you Royal Mounted Police?
I am actually with the, one organization I would like to say on the air, but.
And so they're there, even though your own government, but that's good scientists in the government, have said that it actually hurts you, that your bosses are saying take it.
That you have to take it or you're losing your job. And they're telling us that. And my girlfriend, actually, she is a emergency medical person, like she's a EMT, right? And they're sitting there telling her, as she's taking it, as they're making her take it, telling her, if you don't take this, you're getting fired. If you don't take this, you're getting fired, and we know it's not proven, we know it's bad, but you're taking it anyway. Then
see, it's an act of contrition, an act of total submission. More people are saying no. That's why they had to suspend the forced inoculations in New York. See, first they say you don't have to take it to intimidate, to make us stand down, so we won't build a movement against them. Then they force it. Then people say no. Then they say, okay, it's not forced, but still corner you and try to force it. Bob Chapman.
It's going to continue as long as we let it. And it's hard to get any help from attorneys because they're afraid to touch it. They're terrified of the government. And you would be amazed how many people are terrified who are not employed by the government. And so all we can do is get the word out. Don't take the shots no matter what. If it costs you a job, it costs you a job.
Well, you know, we hear about
things. If you get a 401k, you can then manage it yourself.
Let me ask this fellow a question in closing. Terry in Canada, are other peace officers that you work with, are they starting to wake up?
Oh, they are. Tons of them are. And I've spread many of your DVDs at work. And, you know, for the longest time, I was laughed at and ridiculed and cornered and just, you're crazy, you're a fool, you're a fool. And I, you know, had my facts down about 9/11 and everything, you know, straight as an arrow. Look it up yourself, I said. Like, do your own research. And they sit and laugh in a big group heckling me. And then, shortly after, I'll walk away. One or two of them come up and say, hey, by the way, where did you find that information? Do you have one of those DVDs?
Amazing. God bless you, sir. Keep it up. I want to say bye to Bob during the break. I may even bring him back. Airport body scanners. And just click images. Just click image for everybody watching on prisonplanet.tv, and then others listening will go do this themselves. Oh, look at that. The genitalia, everything. Zoom in on that woman in the middle there. There you go. And that's turned up on low res. Look at the guy with the gun behind his back. Oh, the humiliation. But what they don't tell you is it's a biometric signature so they can scan you with these different resonance machines. That's the big secret technology they talk about that they have in Iraq. Bob Chapman, what do you think of the naked body scanners? Isn't that freedom?
That's disgraceful. Just disgraceful. There's no reason for it whatsoever. And we haven't had a terrorist incident except what the government created in 9/11. It's a big scam, and it's just another way to control and humiliate people.
But imagine if your neighbor said, walk in this machine, I'm going to record naked images of your body. But at the airport, I mean, look at these shots we've got up on screen of women lined up with the... for some reason, you've got to be an overweight to be in the TSA. Nothing against it. It's just that you've got to weigh over 400 pounds to be in the TSA. That's like a prerequisite. And blow it up right there, those two on the left. You know, the TSA woman gets to scan the other lady. And she's like, you will pay. Look at this one. Oh, that's a nice image on the screen. You're submitting well to me. And in England, they've got mobile body scanners. Hey, Bob, tell folks, oh, yeah, there's an airport scanner inside the body. How do you like that? Scan inside people's guts. You know, they can turn those up on a higher res and look into your body. Bob, tell folks about the International Forecaster. They can go to theinternationalforecaster.com and get a free copy.
Absolutely. Theinternationalforecaster.com. And if they want as well, they can go to 877-479-8178. That's toll free. 877-479-8178, either by email or in hard copy.
Hey, Bob, where's gold today?
Most of the day it's been off about $8. And we're seeing this reaction to the stock market being off about 250 points. And so I think what you're seeing is some margin selling, and you get that in the gold shares as well at the beginning of a correction like that. After that, it levels out.
When do you think it's going to go back above 1,060 again?
Probably within the next couple of weeks. They can't hold it down. They don't have the physical to do it.
All these mainline reporters and experts on MSNBC and CNBC, CNN, they're all saying $2,000. Do you think that's real?
That's what they will admit to now, as will J.P. Morgan Chase and Goldman and so on. 2,500, which is a reflection of official inflation since 1980, when real inflation is $6,700 an ounce, and John Williams says $7,150 an ounce. So we're pretty close together up there. And there are others who say over 6,000. So, but we're always in the great minority, and we're usually always right. And so don't listen to the garbage you get on mainline media. It'll bankrupt you.
When do you think it's going to go above 2,000?
During this next year.
You're certain of that, or near certain?
I'm near certain. I think 1,650 is going to be easy.
All right. Bob Chapman, thanks for spending time with us.
All right, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye, Alex.
All right, buddy. Next Friday.
Thank you.
Take care. He visits us every Friday.